host, June Ruhle.
And I'm Nichols, welcoming you to this week's edition of the Oil Spill.
Today is Friday, December 2nd. Seniors, Fast Phillilps session appointments are now available from Wednesday, December 7th between noon and 4 p.m. If you need help completing the FAFSA online and you or your parents can meet for individual appointments with a financial aid representative, sign up in the counseling office December 6th or contact your counselor for more information.
Now we are going to sports with Nate Koster and Aiden Klein, and then we're going to have some highlights from the esports team.
Welcome back to the O-Zone. This is Nate Koster and Aiden Klein with this week's sports segment. Sports for this week. Tonight at 8:40 p.m. is boys varsity ice hockey down in Detroit at Walled Lake Northern.
Winter sports are just beginning to start. We now have a message from Coach Mack about winter sports student section expectations.
Hey Oilers, it's that time of year again. Winter sports seasons are upon us, and we need your help. We have an awesome student section here, and we need you to be amazing this year again. But we got to go over a couple things that's going to make this winter exciting. First of all, remember, all tickets are purchased on GoFan. You've got to buy your tickets on GoFan or have a student pass in order to get into our basketball games, our wrestling meets, everything this winter. Second of all, no backpacks. Leave your backpacks at home, leave them in your locker, leave them in your car. No backpacks will be allowed in the gym this winter. Next, in order to have a great student section, we got to go over some of the guidelines that'll make this year awesome. First of all, we need you here, we need you in big numbers, and we need you on your feet. We need to make sure you're cheering really loud, especially in support of our team. Make sure all of our signs and our chants are directed towards our Oilers. We don't want any signs or any chants directed towards opposing players, coaches, or officials. In order to stay here and stay in the game, we need you to make sure you follow those guidelines. I think if we do that, we're going to have a tremendous year, tremendous student section, and we can cheer on our Oilers to victory. Go Oilers.
Bye.
At the Bell Smash League in Alma, MPHS has it in the bag. Here's everything we couldn't cover over the past 4 weeks. For week 2, Green took the lead on Hemlock with Corbin Pisarski taking down the whole team with his Joker in the first game and a double effort of Colin Marshall and Hayden Hamlin for the second game. Blue went against Maury Flextech and Zach Feger's Nest took down the entire team, only losing a single stock in their first game. Their second game was also won fairly easily. Violet lost 1-2 to Sacred Heart, putting them at 1-1 wins to losses sadly. Finally, we have Red versus Gold, with Gold unsurprisingly taking both games. Connor also went random and got the best character. Next, we have Week 3. Gold went up against Green with Cotter Bridenstine wiping out the whole team in the first game. In the second, Caden Hugg and Kenley Foster collaborated and wiped them out a second time. It was rather epic. Finally, Blue went up against Violet. It was obvious 2-0 for Blue. No surprises there. Sora worst character. Week 4 was probably the most difficult hurdle the Oilers had to jump on for their conquest, but it was jumped with Blue and Gold combining the skills of all its members to take a 2-0 on Merrill Breckenridge and Fulton White respectively. Mount Pleasant Green also won 2-0 against Red. That's also quite a gamer moment. Finally, we have the most recent week's matchup featuring my epic commentating. Blue unsurprisingly took another victory with 2-0 against Fulton Blue. Certainly, not unsurprisingly, Violet won 2-1 against Merrill Breckenridge. Pro gamer move. Red won 2-1 against Fulton White and Gold won 2-0 against Shepherd. Mount Pleasant Green also lost 0-2 against Maury Flextech sadly. After next week, there will be a tournament between the top 8 teams to determine the Bell's champions. Stay tuned for next week's results and for the announcement of the Bell champion team.
Thank you, Nate and Aiden.
Now we are going to hear about some new football playing cards being sold, holiday canned food drive happening at the school, and some more information about the school store. Varsity football cards are being sold starting at the end of next week. For a deck of cards, it'll cost $15. The pictures on the back of the cards will include varsity football roster, varsity cheer team, season record, and schedule. Some important information is we have a very limited supply, so get them as soon as you can. There is no deadline and they will be purchasable in room 605. If you have any questions, contact Macy McNeil or Mrs. Wishmeyer.
Families in need this holiday season by donating non-perishable items to our holiday food drive. Our holiday food drive goes until December 17th. Donation bins can be found near the cafeteria at lunch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, donations can always be dropped off in room 605.
For the past few years, our school store has been pretty low on inventory, but we're not going to let supply chain issues hold us back anymore. All throughout the month of December, be sure to be checking out our school store for brand new inventory.
For the rest of 2022, store hours will be from 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday with the exception of 11 to 11:30. Remaining 2022 football apparel will be 40% off while supplies last. If you're not liking anything being shown, be sure to get a gift card so you can purchase new incoming Oiler apparel.
Our midwinter sales event will be February 2nd from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Don't miss out, shop today.
This has been Nichols.
And Jaydin. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and have a great weekend, Oilers.